When I was young, I used to cry over my maths. I would sit there and my parents said, you need to do this page today. And I would sit there and I would cry because it was really hard and I didn't get it. And it was just really frustrating. If you've watched any of my videos before, a common theme is that I am not a big fan of mathematics. Some people are, but not me. As a parent, how can you get past that? How can you make maths fun? How can you make geography, history fun if it isn't your kids' thing? Well, welcome to Gameschooling. Hi, my name is Rebecca Devitt. Today we're going to be looking at the topic called Gameschooling, which is basically teaching your children through board games. If you haven't already homeschooled, make sure you hit the subscribe button because I'm going to continue releasing more videos like this in the future. They always say that if you can interest a child in a subject, they learn way more. And in comes Gameschooling, and that is why it is becoming quite popular among homeschoolers because you can teach children subjects through play. Subjects that they might not usually like, you can teach them and they'll like learning it, so that's fantastic. When you give a child a test, what happens is they feel quite stressed often and they don't like it and they shut down. But if you use games to school your children, then the test is whether or not they go well in the board game. And so this is a great way to test your children. They don't even know if they're being tested. Charlotte Mason also does this really great way of testing children. She gets them to narrate it or tell back what they've learned. And then that way you're really avoiding the stress of exams. I mean, it is important for a child to be able to do exams, but you know, you wonder if that has to be an everyday thing or if it can just be for college or, yeah, it makes me wonder if testing is really the best thing when children are learning. But which games can be used to game school with? Well, let me give you a few examples. If you're going to try and teach English or you're going to try and teach language arts, Bananagrams is a great game to game school with. Similarly, Scrabble Junior is fantastic as children are learning to make words in their heads and they're putting them down, they don't even know they're learning. Fantastic. If you're going to try and teach a science concept and your children are game schooling, you can use different games like cytology, which will teach you the biology of the human cell, those sorts of things. And there's also the Cell Explosion board game as well, which is fantastic. If you're going to try and teach math, there are a million board games out there you could use, even things you could invent yourself. One of my friends invented a game she called Bingo, and she would say little sums and then her children had to quickly yell out the answer and then put it down as a bingo. And in that way, the children learn to do things really quickly. And that's something I really like about game schooling math concepts, is that your children will become really quick at their times tables because it's a game and it's fun and they want to, and that's fantastic. It's something that I think as adults a lot of us struggle with. I know I certainly do, but your children, even if they're not good at math, they have the opportunity to get really quick at that because it's a game and because they want to. Cribbage and Math Master are both great board games for I guess trying to teach mathematics. But really, you can find a game to teach almost any concept you want these days. It's amazing. So go make sure you have a look for different games that would be up your child's alley and just see what they might be interested in as well. Thanks for listening so much. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.